Namaste to everyone. I welcome you all in my YouTube video channel. Today I will deliver lecture on lattice theory, lecture number 4, in which I will discuss some problems based on definition of lattice, supremum, infimum, etc. And also we will try to learn the construction of operation table for supremum and infimum. Now we shall prove a theorem. Theorem is for any A and B in a lattice A, capital A, with partial order relation, A is a less than equal to A join B and A meet B less than equal to A. Here we are telling the relation as less than equal to, but it is not always true that this relation is less than equal to. For simplification, we tell less than equal to, but it is not the meaning of less than equal to. It is a partial order relation. Proof. Since A joins B equal to supremum of AB, that means the least upper bound of the set containing element A and B. Since least upper bound is an upper bound, therefore least upper bound of the set containing AB is an upper bound of set containing element A and B. Implies that A joins B, this is least upper bound, is an upper bound of the set containing elements A and B. Since it is an upper bound, means A less than equal to A joins B and B less than equal to A joins B. Here we are using less than equal to, but it is a partial order relation. It may be any type of partial order relation. This is number 1 and this is number 2. So first part of the theorem is proved. Therefore first part of the theorem A relation A joins B is proved. Now we will prove the next part. A mates B related to A. Since A mate B equal to infimum of AB. Infimum means greatest lower bound. Greatest lower bound of the set containing elements A and B. Since greatest lower bound is a lower bound, therefore A meet B is a lower bound of set containing A and B. Lower bound means this is less than equal to A and this is less than equal to B. This is number 3. This is 4. Therefore, from theory we get A mate B less than equal to A proved. Second part proved. Therefore, second part proved. Now we prove a theorem. Theorem is for any A, B, C, D in a lattice A with partial order relation, if A is related to B, here we may speak A is less than equal to B and C less than equal to D, then A joins C less than equal to B join C and A meet C less than equal to B meet D. We have to prove this. Here, since given that A less than equal to B, means A is related to B. This is a partial order relation. Implies that A is less than equal to B joins this D. This is number 1. Also given that C less than equal to D, implies that C less than equal to D joins B. In our previous theorem we have seen this 1 and 2 implies that C less than equal to B joins D, since joins is commutative. Here from 1 and 2 we get that we get that B joins D, right side B joins D, both 1 and 2. So each an upper bound of the set containing A and C. Since A join C is the least upper bound of the set containing AC, and since least upper bound is less than equal to any upper bound, therefore here A joins C is least upper bound of the set containing elements A and C. So this will be less than equal to, here B joins D is an upper bound of the set containing elements A and C. So this is an upper bound. So proved. First part proved. Now we shall prove the second part, A meets C less than equal to B meets D. Since given that A is less than equal to B and C is less than equal to D, since we know that A meet C less than equal to A implies that A meets C less than equal to A less than equal to B. This is given. Similarly, A meets C less than equal to C implies that A meets C less than equal to C and C less than equal to D. This is also given. Therefore, this is number 3, here number 4. From 3 and 4, we get A meets C less than equal to B and A meets C less than equal to D. Therefore, A meets C is a lower bound of the set containing elements B and D. Since B meet D is the greatest lower bound of the set containing elements B and D, we know that lower bound is less than equal to greatest lower bound. Implies that A meets C is a lower bound of the set containing elements B and D, and B meets D is the greatest lower bound of the set containing elements B and D. Therefore, lower bound is A meets C and greatest lower bound is B meets D. Therefore, second part proved. Now we construct a table for the operation of joins and meets. That is, join denotes the supremum and meet denotes infimum with the help of following hash diagram. This is the hash diagram. Now we construct the table 1 for the operation joins, that is supremum. First we write in the first row elements A, B, C, D, E, F, G of elements of hash diagram, and in the first column also we write A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now we find the value of the supremum. This denotes, joins denote supremum. Supremum is the least upper bound, means in the hash diagram immediate in the upper position. Here first we start from here, A and A, supremum of AA. Supremum of AA is A. Supremum of AB, AB, B, A. Here A is on the immediate upper position. So here A, here A. Also, here also will be A, here also will be A, here also will be A, here also will be A. Because joins of A and other element means A is in the upper position of each element. So in this row all elements will be A. Here B and A, supremum of B and A. Here A is on the immediate upper position, so here will be A. B and B will be B. B and C, here B and C. We get immediate upper position of both B and C is A. So here we write A. Here B and D. B and D, immediate upper position is, in upper position the element is A. So B and D is A. B and E, here B and E, immediate upper position is, element is B. So here we write B. B and F, B and F, here B, immediate upper position of B is at A element, and in this side we get the A element. So supremum of B and F will be A. Here supremum of B and G, G is in the lowest position, so supremum will be B. Now we operate C and A. A will be in the upper position. C and B, B and C. will be A. Here C and C will be C. C and D. Here C and D. Immediate upper position is A. Here A. C and C. C and E. C and E. C is on the upper position. So here will be A. C. C and F. C and F will be C. C on the upper position. C and G. C and G. G is in the lowest level. So C will be the supremum. Now we operate with D. D and A will be A. D and B. Here D and B. Here will be A. D and C. D and C. Immediate in upper position is A. So D and C is A. D and D is D. D and E. Here D and E. Immediate upper position is at A. D and F. Here D and F. D is on the upper position. So here will be D. D and G will be D. G is in the lowest level. Now here we take E and A will be A. E and B. B on the upper position. So here will be B. E and C. E and C will be C. C on the upper position. Here will be C. E and D. E and D will be A. E and E. E. E and F. E and F. Immediate upper position is C. So here will be C. E and G. G in the lowest level. So it will be E. Now operate with F. F and A. F and B. F and B will be A. F and C. F and C. C on the upper position. So C. F and D. F and D. D on the upper position. So here will be D. F and E. F and E will be C. Here C. F and F. F. F and G. G lowest position. So here will be F. Now operate with G. Since G is in the lowest level, so if it will operate with other elements, give supremum other element. So here we write A, B, C, D, E, F and G. This is the operation table for operation joins, that is to find the supremum. Now we construct table 2 for mid or infimum. Similar to the table 1, in the first row we write all elements of H diagram A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and in first column also we write all elements A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now we operate to find the infimum. Infimum is greatest lower bound. So in H diagram, if we take two elements, then immediate lower level we find, and in the immediate lower level the element is infimum. So now we start. A, mid A means infimum of A and A is A, same element. So A and B, here in A and B, B is in immediate lower level. So here will be B. A and C. C, since A is on the highest level, so in meet with A, the element we get that element, which element meets with A. So here A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F, F, G, G. Now second row, B and A, infimum of B and A, lower level B, immediate lower level. B and B, B and C, here B and C, immediate lower level is E. So here we write E. B and D, here B and D, we are want to find the immediate lower level. So we are not getting immediate lower level, that is G. So B and D will be G. B and E will be E. B and F, here B, here F, we will take immediate lower level G, here G. B and G, G is the lowest level, so will be G. Now we operate with C. C and A is on the highest position, so will be C. C and B, here C and B, immediate lower position E. C and C will be C. C and D, C and D, immediate lower position is F, here F. C and E, C and E, E is in the lower position, so here will be E. C and F, F is immediate lower position, will be F. C and G, G is in the lowest position, so G. D and A is on the highest level, so here will be D. D and B, here D, here B, we get immediate lower level G, here will be G. D and C, D and C, immediate lower level is at F, so here will be D and C will be F. D and D, D. D and E, D, here E, we will get G, here G. D and F, here D, F, F in the lower position, so here will be F. D and G will be G, G in the lowest position. Now E and A in the highest level, so here will be E. E and B, E in the lower level, not lowest, lower level, so E. E and C, E and C, E is the lower level, so E. E and D, E and D, we will get G, E and D, G. E and E, E and F, E and F, we will get G. E and G, G. Now F. F and A on the highest level, so F and B, F here and here B, so G. F and B will be G. F and C, F and C, F in the lower level, so here F. F and D, F and D, F is the lower level, so here will be F. Here F and E, G. F and F and G, G in the lowest level, so G. Here we operate with G with other elements. Since G is the in the lowest position, so operation will be G will give the result G. Here we write G. So this is the table 2 for the operation of meet, that is to find infimum. Now we solve a problem. Problem is that explain why the partial ordered set given in the following figures are not lattices. This is figure number 1, this is figure number 2. In figure 1, here we see that D and E are not connected. So, D and E are not comparable. Neither D is less than equal to E or E is less than equal to E. Not less than equal to means not related here. D and E are not related, that is not comparable. So, supremum of the set containing element D and E and infimum of the set containing D and E do not exist. That is, D joins E and D meets E do not exist. Therefore, figure 1 is not a lattice. Now we discuss about the figure 2. In figure 2, we see that E is an upper bound of B and C. Here we see. Also, D is also an upper bound of B and C. Means set containing B and C. So, upper bound of the set containing B and C is E and D. Let X equal to least upper bound of the set containing B and C. Least upper bound is less than upper bound. So, X is less than equal to D and X is less than equal to E. Since D and E are elements of the poset of figure 2, so here D and E are upper bounds, we find least upper bound among the upper bounds. Here, so we get that either least upper bound X equal to D or X equal to E. But here we see that D and E are not comparable. Neither D is less than equal to E or E is less than equal to D. So, least upper bound of B.Sc is not available in the poset. That is, supremum of B and C means B joins C does not exist in the poset. Therefore, figure 2 is not a lattice. Thanks for watching my video. If you are satisfied with my presentation and contents, then please click on like button and to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.